Hello, everyone. My name is Antonio Richardson, Creative Director of the JK Movement.
And my name is Johnny Allen Jr., the founder and executive director of the JK Movement.
Today, we're here to speak a little bit about the Creative Arts program that we just newly launched. Man, we're both proud of this accomplishment, of this new beginning. It's been, I can remember when we first talked about it, and for it to be here now, us in motion. Last week we completed our 8th class of the session, so extremely happy, and big thanks to you for believing in the vision, and it's real teamwork here for it to come to fruition, to make it happen.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and also hard work equals great rewards. We've been at this for a couple years now in regards of the vision that we wanted to have in regards of growing our programs and expanding our services to the community, particularly our youth that we serve. So I know you having this creative mindset and the background to hold it down and facilitate it. It was our goal to make sure we had this opportunity, and through the blessings of funders and organizations to give us that opportunity, here we are today. Like you said, you just completed the 8th class of the Creative Arts program, which is huge. And it's humongous considering where we're at and how we started it.
Most definitely. For us to be here in this building is super. You hear that term full circle, but it's truly full circle. My journey of creativity, started here, started across the street at St. Paul Central High, where it's like you see some of our youth are naturally gifted in the creative realm, and then others are gifted as well, but they're very hidden with it. They don't want to come out with it. I'm very thankful to my acting instructor in high school, Jay Mandel, who was really pivotal in bringing that out of me. And I find myself wanting me to be what I needed at 14, in that age range that we got now. And I credit a lot of that to her, because growing up in the neighborhood that we grew up in, we had our creatives, but I think later on in our generation, like 90s and stuff, it wasn't too cool to be the artsy, it was, it's that Biggie line, either you slanging crack, or you got a wicked jump shot, or you on that football field, which was, big in our neighborhood. But I'm very thankful that I was able to bring that out, because I don't know where I would be right now, without that creative side of me. I really feel like I was born to create.
And it's also a bigger piece that you just mentioned, having someone to put you underneath their wings and expose your talents and unleash those talents and blessings and gifts. We had that, but like you said, during the era that we were in, it was more rough and stuff with my Afro Puffs type of mentality, not really taking advantage of the real hidden gifts that we all had until this generation per se. A lot of the youth are starting to understand that they have gifts, but how to unleash them. And being the JK movement, we as leaders, we're trying to expose them and get them comfortable to believe in their gifts and talents. And once again, having this program really defines the true essence of what we're about, and giving our young folks to unleash and feel confident in their gifts and talents. So I give much love and credit to you for giving these young folks that platform to start unleashing those talents. I'm starting to see that through the classes that you're providing and facilitating. And man, we have some talented young ones.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing to see see in them what I saw when I was younger. It's a different, with you, I bet you can relate it to, football, seeing seeing somebody, get smacked,
Yep.
or just seeing, somebody like a Jerome Bettis just run over the whole team, or Barry Sanders shake the whole entire team, and it just gives you chills. Being able to see that flower grow within these kids is amazing. We have one kid who he wants to be a video game developer, but he also has a high interest in music production. And he comes, like, every class he comes to me and tells me how many beats he made that week. Or if I see him the next day, how many beats he made last night. Or he made sure he got done with his homework so he'd be able to make beats for the rest of the day. Like, that's amazing. Because that was me, a certain point it came, I didn't want to hang out no more. I don't want to be outside. I want to be working, on my craft.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's a great segue to actually kind of talk about the creative arts program and what it entails, and how you're facilitating it and leading it in the right direction. Can you kind of briefly talk about that?
Yeah. So with it being a creative arts program, didn't want to have the normal educational approach. Wanted to come from a creative approach. That approach that was developed was using Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing as the foundation that we go into all avenues. When you have Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, you have a film that was original script written by Spike Lee and also directed by Spike Lee. You also have an original song with Public Enemy's Fight the Power, original audio production, music production, and songwriting. So with the original script, you have the screenwriting aspect that we go into. With the original song, you have the music production and the songwriting aspect. With the film directing, you have the cinematography, the film editing we go into. And then you have the design element, which most don't know that the Sal's Pizzeria, the Korean corner store, and the radio station were all built for the film. They look very natural and look like they've been there, since that block was developed, but those were all built for the film. So with that, we go into our design element with clothing design, set design, architecture, and things of that nature.
That is dope. And it kind of got me thinking as you were explaining the program, the overall program, how important it is for like organizations like ours to provide that additional career readiness lessons. As you mentioned, from an educational perspective, a lot of schools now are trying to implement career readiness programs, which they should have been doing a long time ago, but that's here or there.
Most definitely.
Given this opportunity to offer these programs and lessons and skill sets to our young folks, you're starting to see that confidence. And not only are they, as you mentioned, that prime example of the young man, he had to get his homework done first. But then after he got done with his homework, he went right along and started doing the things that you're helping him learn about,
and that he loves to
do to get him ready for whatever career set he's going to pursue as he gets older. That is important. And I love that approach that we're offering and what you're offering to these young folks, because it's needed and it helps them understand the importance of their journey. And you build that relationship with them where they can come to you about anything from this perspective or anything else, So it's a lot bigger than what we're offering. It's a lot bigger, and I see it. And I'm very thankful for what you're doing and leading the way with that approach.
Very thankful for you. One of the main personal goals, I can say, and overall goal of JK was to teach the skills and for them to be able to apply it right away. I think it's very important that they know that you don't have to wait. These skills and this knowledge that you're learning right now, you can apply it right now. You don't have to wait till you become an adult. You don't have to wait. And then the beauty about it is that we're able to offer the resources for it. If you want to go film something, go ahead, do it right. We got the equipment for it. You want to do production, You can do it right here. You want to record something or you want to design something, you can do it right here. We have everything for you. So there's no excuses.
Yeah. And you know what? Once again, it's a great segue to talk about the future of this program, because I know we've been talking about what is the second phase of creative arts program, and you have some ideas. You have some great ideas. Do you want to kind of share a little bit of that, and also what you're doing in regards of the resources you're providing?
Yeah. So every class builds up to an overall project. Project that they're able to, already the first class was built on creating on the spot and then having something tangible that you can hold in your hand that you created, that came from your mind, your vision. So every class will lead up to an end project that all will have a hand in doing, creating. I have a very big vision for the program, definitely expanding it, but having creations in the world created by our students, not just a one-time thing, but on a consistent basis, and for the students that we get in the future. I also see a creative camp in our future, a camp that, whether it's a week or a weekend, a place that myself and other professionals can come and help and lead and guide and teach other creatives from all across. It'd be amazing to get people from California, Florida, from all around the world that will come to Minnesota to create, and have their ideas, have their plans set, and then we just have a weekend or a week that where we're executing. Because as a creative myself, I know when those ideas and thoughts are matched with actual opportunity, there is no sleep.
None.
There's no sleep, there's no eating, there's no worrying about anything else, because you're in the zone of creating. So I would love to for us to create a space to where we're able to provide that for other creatives and for other professionals, because you never know. We could bring an instructor in and they may need more people on the team, and our students can fill that need that they need. So, it all works together.
That's outstanding. And I love that vision, and I love the potential growth of this program. I do want to say, I want to give a couple shout outs real quick just to show some love, because if it wasn't for like essential internet essentials from Comcast, Best Buy, and St. Paul Foundation, we wouldn't have been able to do this first phase of the creative arts program. And with that idea and that vision and that growth opportunity, we're only looking forward to build and make that relationship stronger with those foundations and let them know that we mean business. We're serious about investing in our youth, and I know they are as well. And we're looking to possibly make that happen with the second phase of our ask. So I want to give special shout outs to those organizations, as well as people in the community who believed in what we were trying to do and what you're trying to do to make this a reality. We are in the old Rondo neighborhood, and there's a lot of history to this neighborhood and community. There's a lot of history to this building. And for us to, as you mentioned, come back full circle to provide the very lessons, but enhanced lessons that we grew up in, coming in, learning, is a beautiful thing. So the sky's the limit, and I'm excited. I'm very excited, and I just truly thank you, Coach Antonio, for giving me my mindset of what my hustle needs to be, not only for creative arts, but just JK movement in general, because we are in a ideal location to take this to another level.
Yeah, absolutely.